It's time to fly to the UK and discover lots of fun facts. Take a look at some of the movies that are filmed here. Learn about UK weather and try to catch the secret street artist, Banksy. But watch out, because an evil thief plans to steal the crown jewels. Now, get comfy and turn the volume up high, as it's time for Professor Propeller's trip to the United Kingdom.
Let's fly! I am Professor Propeller, the teacher in the metaverse. Today, I am flying to the United Kingdom. This magical and historic country has so much to see and explore. What a fantastic place to visit. Ah, look, the Tower of London. I'll land there. Let's learn some facts about the UK. Our world is made up of the sea and 7 areas of land called continents. The UK is on a continent called Europe. I have landed in the capital city, which is called London. The full name of the UK is the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. I'll tell you more about this later, but the UK is actually 4 smaller countries which together make up one bigger one. The country has a royal family. This means there's a king or queen ruling over the people. The flag is called the Union flag. People often call it the Union Jack, but some say it should only really be called that when it is flying on a ship at sea.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Queen.
Queen who?
Queen your room up. It's filthy in there.
I'm still here at the Tower of London. There are some special birds live here called ravens. Now, some people believe that if these ravens fly away from this tower, then Britain will fall into chaos. But I think that sounds like complete nonsense. We already know that the UK has a royal family. They own castles, palaces, parks, and even all the swans in England belong to the king or queen. Their most prized treasures are called the crown jewels, and they're kept here at the Tower of London. These priceless objects are so well guarded that it is impossible for anybody to steal them. Ever.
Impossible, you say? You silly salami! Nothing is impossible for me, Steamer! I could steal anything. Anything I can!
Now, let's learn about British music, art and culture.
The United Kingdom has produced some amazing bands and music. Probably the biggest band the world has ever seen came from the UK. They were called the Beatles.
Some of their songs include Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, Yesterday, and my favourite, Hey Jude. They recorded lots of their music here at a place called Abbey Road in London.
If you like the theatre, there are great shows in the UK. Some of the most famous plays ever were written by a British man. His name was William Shakespeare. Lots of movies are made in the UK. Parts of Star Wars, Pirates of the Caribbean, Harry Potter, and James Bond were filmed in the United Kingdom.
There are some fantastic TV shows made here as well. Have you ever seen Peppa Pig? It's a brilliant British TV show about a pig family.
Oh, what about the Teletubbies? They're from Britain as well!
Lots of famous artists are from the UK. there's an extremely well-known artist called Banksy, who is most famous for painting public buildings all around the world. This is called street art. Banksy has even done a painting on the wall of a school. But please don't go and start painting walls in your school. People are not allowed to just go around painting buildings and streets. If the police saw Banksy spray painting a wall, they would probably arrest him. Because of this, Banksy's paintings are always done in secret when no one is looking. No one knows who Banksy is, if they're a boy or a girl, what they look like, or where they live. Banksy is a mysterious character who leaves artistic surprises around the world for all to enjoy.
What do you think? Is Banksy a clever artist or a bad criminal? Let's ask the artist themselves. Hello, Banksy. Thanks for speaking to us today.
The plan to steal the crown jewels. I shall use my jetpack, fly to London and enter the tower through the roof. Smash the glass, grab the jewels and pop them in my sack. I will take some birdseed with me, and as I fly away, the ravens will follow me to eat the seed. And as they fly away from the Tower of London, Britain will fall, giving me enough time to make my escape. Brilliant!
And thank you to our very special guest, the UK artist, Banksy. And a special thank you for sharing your true identity with all of us here at Professor Propeller's Planet. Wow, what a treat! What an exclusive! Now, let's look back to a time before fax machines and AOL, back when things were much simpler.
The olden days. In the south of England, about 5,000 years ago, this amazing monument was built. It is called Stonehenge. The crazy thing is, even today, we still know very little about it. No one is sure who built it and why. The stones are so big and heavy that historians can't even figure out how the people managed to build this giant structure.
We might never know who built Stonehenge, how they did it, or even why. But I think that mystery makes this cool place even cooler. Now, the UK's had many visitors over the years. Different groups from different countries have invaded and lived here.
The Normans from France, the Angles, Saxons and Jutes from Northern Europe, the Vikings from Scandinavia, and even the Romans from Italy have landed on Britain's beaches. There are still reminders of Great Britain's past rulers that you can see today, such as this ancient Roman bathhouse. And these treasures found in a place called Sutton Hoo. They are over 1,000 years old and were made by the Anglo-Saxons. Can you believe it? Imagine 1,400 years ago. There were no cars, no phones, no electricity or any of the luxuries you have today. But someone was walking around wearing this incredible helmet.
I love the moustache. These treasures were discovered by a man called Basil Brown in some fields that belonged to a lady called Edith Pretty. Now, Edith could have kept these treasures, but she very kindly decided to give them to the British Museum so that everybody could enjoy them. Although the UK has a royal family, most of the laws are made here at the Houses of Parliament, or the Westminster Palace, as it is also known.
You may recognise this clock tower. Do you know what it is called? If you said Big Ben, you are kind of right. In fact, Big Ben is the nickname of the great bell inside the clock tower. The tower itself is called the Elizabeth Tower. This glorious, iconic clock tower stands tall above the Houses of Parliament, where the Prime Minister, who is the UK version of a president, and the lawmakers, known as Members of Parliament and Lords, work to make the rules to govern the country.
The UK has a rich and interesting history. I will make more videos about it, so be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss out.
It's time to steal the crown jewels.
London, England, here I come!
Will Steamer manage to steal the crown jewels? Can the professor stop him? Will the police ever catch Banksy? Watch part 2 of Professor Propeller's trip to the UK to find out. Click the link in the description below to watch it now.